We'll see, man. We'll see. Appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We're going to keep talking Bulls on today's episode, man. We got a lot of Bulls to talk about because there's a lot of bull in the air. Bulls make a qualifying offer.
Oh, yeah.
To Patrick Williams.
Here we go.
I'm gonna let you take this one, bro. I can't even.
Oh, well, come on. You did it.
I'm sorry. All right, my bad. That's my bad. Okay.
Don't you dare.
Listen, y'all know how I feel about P. Will. It is not hidden. There is nothing that to me that I see from Patrick Williams that makes me feel like he's going to be a dominating player for the Chicago Bulls, but his qualifying offer right now is worth $12.97 million. Chicago will have the option of matching any offer sheet that is put out there. And at this point, I mean, listen, if you're going to offer him something, fine. You offered him basically $13 million.
Yeah,
right?
Not a lot. Yeah.
That's nothing. You're bringing him back basically to try and see. You're bringing him back like you would bring Zach LaVine back, or how you brought back Kobe White, right? Ooh. We didn't expect anything from Kobe White. We expected the same from Kobe White this season. Inconsistencies, at least I did. Inconsistencies, up and down play. We didn't see nearly as much of that, and he took a step forward as an offensive juggernaut on the court. And absolutely, the handles are phenomenal. Keep working with dribble too much out here. Ayo Dosunmu, coming off of his sophomore season where I was sure that he was going to have a sophomore slump. I thought that he would work his way back. I didn't think that he would play as well as he did. You got him basically at a heck of a discount last season as well. You're hoping to do that with Patrick Williams here. Do you like the fact that the Bulls made a qualifying offer? Do you like the fact that I mean, no matter what, and I know you do.
I was about to say, you doggone right.
It seems like there's a belief in Patrick Williams that I don't know if anybody else has outside of the Bulls organization, but inside the Bulls organization, there's a massive belief in this young man. I guess I shouldn't say that because there were a couple teams that were like, we'll trade for him. And OKC, according to Stacey King, really wanted him. Wanted him to be a part of it, probably because they could develop him the right way. But what are your thoughts on P. Will getting the qualifying off?
I mean, look, it's funny to me. I know everybody knows that I'm on the side of keeping P. Will and seeing what he becomes when he stays healthy, if he stays healthy. It's weird. You have this part, the fan base that is either all for P. Will, or you have the fan base that says he sucks, he's a bust. Trade him. There's no in between. I feel like there's no in between because you're either calling him really bad or he's somebody who has shown some progress. And I feel like P. Will as a role player on this team, and you even mentioned it, which is why I feel like you should give him some grace, is when we drafted him, he wasn't the guy to take over the team. Okay, yeah, we drafted him at number 4. Usually those guys have a big role on the team as soon as they step foot on a bad squad. This team, that wasn't the case. You had DeRozan, you have LaVine, you had Vooch. You still got those guys on the team. So if there's a pecking order, Patrick Williams is not going to jump those guys. First of all, he doesn't even have the mentality nor the aggression to do that. Because when he's on the court, he's like, all right, let me get out of the way, let me do my part, which is why he turned into a really good 3-and-D player. I feel like he was a really good role player with those guys. Now, if you're telling me that Zach LaVine's not here now, maybe DeRozan gets gone, and now he kind of bumps up to maybe that second or third player behind Vooch and Kobe. Now we might have something. You may see an increase in the scoring. You already saw an increase in shooting. He shot over 41% when he was healthy. Yeah. And he gave you 10 points. I'm trying to figure out what is the problem. I understand he isn't a 20 and 10.
Let me clarify this, right? Because I think that maybe to me a bust is if I draft you, and I guess people just assume like when you use the word bust, it just means you're the worst player of all time. That's not
completely trash.
It's not the definition of bust. A bust means you were drafted too high and you didn't work out based on what the expectations were for you. I agree with everything you said there. To me, Patrick Williams is a bust because I don't think he'll ever be the face of the Chicago Bulls.
No. That I agree with.
You don't draft somebody 4th overall and you don't expect them not to be the face of a team.
That's a good point.
So to me, Patrick Williams is a bust. Now, does that mean that Patrick Williams can't become a 15 to 18 point per game player with some really solid defense? 100%. He absolutely can. I do believe that he has that in his game. I think that bringing Josh Giddey here may help that. But I've seen guys who were, right, Austin Rivers had a solid career. What was he? Austin Rivers was 14, 15 points a game when he was actually getting relied on. Austin Rivers did not live up to what he was supposed to be drafted as.
No, he didn't. No.
He was a bust. Austin Rivers will tell you that he was a bust. He will also tell you that he had a solid NBA career at the same time. But you know what I mean? Like that's my thing when I talk about P. Will. I'm not saying that P. Will can't become a 3-and-D 15 point per game type of player. My thing is that's not what you drafted him for. That's not what he was intended to be. So when I say he's a bust, I'm saying he ain't lived up to the expectation around him. At this point now, the expectation around him is basically like, just become useful.
Yeah.
Become a dude who I continue to see on the floor. Because here's my problem around Patrick Williams and why, to me, there are too many moments where, yes, P. Will was put in a bad position. P. Will was brought in as the number 4 overall pick, and they put 4 dudes in front of him that are going to demand the ball more. But you know what happens every single time somebody takes his spot? Torrey Craig comes in. There's not a play call for Torrey Craig. There's nothing that's being run for Torrey Craig. There's nothing that's being put into the system for Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig makes a defensive impact. He's running to the rim for rebounds. He's trying to he's doing whatever he can to get the ball in his hands to put points in. When we talk about Javonte Green coming back, there's not a single play ever in Bulls history that has been run for Javonte Green.
Facts.
I guarantee you there's no play in Billy's system that said, Javonte, this is for you. Like, it's just not going to happen unless everyone else is dead. But Javonte Green finds a way to make an impact. He's on the rebounds. He's defensively involved. He's playing the passing lanes. We constantly, when I hear the term, there's 5 Javontes out there, that's you making an impact. When I hear the term, there's 5 Carusos out there. Now, Caruso probably got to the point where stuff was being run for him, but that's you making an impact no matter where you're slated on the depth chart as far as involvement in the game. Patrick Williams doesn't do it. So for me, I'm fine with you keeping him around and hoping that he finally becomes this player, but the mindset to me is not aggressive enough. The player himself to me is not aggressive enough because he has, when I tell you this, he has all the physical traits. I have seen him up close with the nice ESPN tickets that we get, right? And very nice. Very nice.
All right. Hey.
I have seen him very up close. He's a monster. I saw him run into Bam Adebayo. Bam went that way. He's strong as an ox. He can jump out the gym. He straight line speed. He's quicker than I would ever think that he was. Defensively, he can cover 90% of the court if he wants to. It's all right here.
There's always a but. Yeah. And
that's a problem. And I'm not even telling you, like, go out there and be the best player on the court at this point. I'm just saying consistently make an impact. Why don't I hear your name? Why don't I ever hear Stacey King say there's 5 P. Wills out there?
Because it's usually just what?
I love the. And let's be real. Sometimes we forget that there's one.
Yeah, because he's standing around. And you know what? This is one thing I will never defend with Patrick Williams. As much as I love Patrick Williams, I want him to succeed. I want him to look better. I want him to improve. You either have this or you don't. You don't have that dog in you. And I know we joke about that all the time, and we've heard players say it. We heard Angel Reese say it. Like, you have certain people who just have that it factor about them that makes them impact winning, right? They don't always have to be the flashiest. They don't even always have to be the most talented, but they impact winning because they just have that extra grit about them. That's the one thing I've always had an issue with Patrick Williams about is take over a game. Like, even with Zach and DeMar on the court, say, hey, I'm that guy. I'm the 4th pick. That's the attitude that I've never seen from him. So that's the only thing that I will say that makes me kind of have pause when it comes to what his ceiling is, outside of the injury history that he's built up over the last couple of years. But I'm willing to at least believe that Patrick Williams will, along with, like you said, with the signing of Giddey, along with the improvement of the other players, have some sort of a better impact going forward, which is why I like the chance that they take it. And if you look at Acme's track record, going back to Denver, and again, it works because they won a championship. They trusted Jamal Murray. They could have gotten rid of Jamal Murray 10 times over on that organization. They trusted Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray talked about that. And so that's why I think AK kind of is holding on to him, is he sees something that maybe we're not seeing, and he's saying, I'm going to go with that. This is the reason why I'm keeping him around, because I feel like if he stays healthy, he can eventually produce the way I want him to.
But there's a difference in that, right? The trust in Jamal, they trusted Jamal Murray to do what?
To be the point guard.
No, they trusted him that he was going to get healthy.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Jamal Murray from year 1 to year 2 went from 10 points a game to 18. I got trust for that. Patrick Williams been at 10 points a game since I've seen him. Literally left college at 10 points a game.
Well, FSU don't manufacture all-stars.
100%.
Yeah.
I understand all of that. But like the last 6 years of his life, he's been a 10 to 12 point per game scorer.
Yeah.
Like that's just tough for me to and I'll be honest with you. Like when I look at P. Will, do I think that there's more that could happen? Do I think that there's more that you can unlock from him? Yeah, but there's nothing holding him back. I don't even need to see him, like you mentioned, you want to see him have that dog and say, I'm the best player on this team, I'm gonna go after you. No, I don't even want to see that. I just want to see him be pissed off at the dude across from him who's smaller than him that he should be able to beat. I want to see him go with the guys that are maybe on his level, that it's like, all right, this kind of evens out, and just go, it shouldn't even out. I'm bigger and better than you. I'm going to go to this bucket and get buckets real quick. That's what I want to see from people. Like Angel Reese is not the best player on the Chicago Sky, and we talk about her having that dog. She may be one day.
Yeah.
But if I'm picking between anybody, give me Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy Carter's a beast. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, on a hot day, I'll take Marina Mabry.
She can hit free throws.
If she can hit free throws, you know what, she was. That was tough. That was a tough time. But in the moment when Alyssa Smith said, "You too small, you ain't got it. Just stop playing with us," and they joined back and forth, Angel Reese said, "Ball."
10 points, 5 rebounds in 1 quarter.
I'm not asking you to be the best player on the team. I'm asking you to be better than the man standing across from you. Yeah, when you should be. And we don't see that from P. Will. Name me one. He's been in the NBA 4 years, and it's so far and few between. You should be able to name me one player he's dominated.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. I'm not going to sit up here and lie.
Somebody in the chat, tell me one player that Patrick Williams has been across from, and he was like, "I'm better than you, and I'm gonna go out here and outplay you."
Yeah. Even, you know what? I would think it would be Scotty Barnes, since they kind of like,
he plays Scotty Barnes well. There's certain players he plays well. He plays Scotty Barnes well, but he don't outplay him.
He don't outplay Scotty, and Scotty is on another level now. Yeah.
The best matchup he has in the league, and it's only because defensively, I think that he has something that nobody else can do outside of maybe Kawhi Leonard. Is he has played Zion Williams very well defensively and made the games very difficult. But outside of that, Zion did still in with 30+ points.
Yeah. That's a good call.
That's and so I'll ask this. By the way, I don't know if we did this because we talking and having a good conversation. Oh, with 300 in the chat.
300. Let's go. 300. Appreciate y'all. I was wondering when you was gonna use that.
Yeah, just break it out.
That or the kid voice.
Oh, we were talking about. Actually, I got a 300. How about that? We're getting real loud out here.
I like that.
We're getting real loud out here. Yeah, big megaphone action.
300.
What else we got on? I have so many. All right, I'm doing too much.
Daft
my bad.
Daft Punk over here. Intergalactic planetary.
I got to go back and watch that. I know that sounded cold, Loki.
Oh man, I actually want a soundboard now.
Oh, the Roadcaster Pro 2. Shout out Roadcaster, man. Y'all sponsor the podcast. You might as well. Let me ask you this before we get off of this topic. This is a qualifying offer, meaning that an offer can still be made to Patrick Williams, and if it is higher than what the Bulls offered, they can match.
Are you gonna ask me, will they match any offer?
No. Crimson said I thought Ringo showed up. That took me out. That one took me out. Oh, I gotta stop looking at the chat.
You all are nuts.
I gotta stop looking at the chat. Oh God.
Yeah, see, that was my problem.
Oh, that was good, Crimson. That one got me. I don't know. That one caught me dead in the middle. All right, back to it. Let's do this again. Hi, here we go.
Crimson.
All right, so this means that if another team makes a qualifying offer higher than what the Bulls have made, the Bulls would then have to match it. What number does it get to before you say, yeah, there's no chance we match that?
13.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie, I love P. Will, but if anybody goes above what we already offered,
so if you
I'm drafting Terrence Shannon Jr., baby.
Even if they offer $1 million more, you're out.
Yeah, because I feel like if the Bulls offered that, and AK is a guy that really, I feel like he's high on his players that he's picked. If they offer 13, I feel like they're not going to go above 13. Maybe they will. That's just my take. I feel like they're not going to go above that. I wouldn't. If somebody goes 14 and a half, 15, okay. We appreciate you. You know, enjoy the rest of your career.
So you really don't believe in this mug, then?
I do. You really don't
believe
bad, right?
it.
That does sound bad. Like I'm not giving him any sort of like leeway. Yeah, that does sound bad. I don't know. I feel like I'm drafting TSJ. I'm with you, Travis. I'm drafting TSJ. I'm sorry. 13 mil or nothing.
Hold on. Mr. Inglewood has sent in a $2 super chat. I'm only doing this. I'm not a dancing monkey here. Don't be thinking y'all can send in money and make requests, although you probably can. Let me get a. All right, that's enough.
With 400 to I see what he
By the way,
okay.
Over 400 in the chat. 400. Everybody was wondering about that. Everybody's like, why did you start singing Computer Love in a robot voice? Well, we talked about the draft. That's tough. You don't believe in him at all, then. Like, let's be real. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He said, I get if somebody makes a bigger offer than the qualifying offer, I'm out.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I'm with you until 13.1. I'm with you until 13.1.
That is funny, bro. I've never seen somebody sit here and defend someone. For how long we've been doing this segment? For 20 minutes,
bro.
And then
I love me some P. Will.
I
do. I really do. I really love me some P. Will, but yeah.
Bro, that man said, yeah, I'm all in on P. Will. Appreciate you for showing love. Stay tuned with us, man. 13.5. Let me.
Goodbye. I'm out. I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Oh, dog. Let's keep this thing moving along. Appreciate y'all tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Sorry.
Sorry.
Turned his back so fast, bro. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was gonna be like 20 mil. You know what I mean?
Man. I'm Jerry Reinsdorf on this.
What I'm all thrown off by that.
Can't even think straight right now.
That one threw me. I thought we were gonna have a much longer discussion on that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You thought I was gonna go 20 or something.
I thought you were gonna say 18 to 20 mil.
No.
He said if somebody he did the Monopoly bid. If somebody goes 501, I'm out. That's how this man bid in Monopoly, bro. I broke that man up a railroad for $1.50, bro.
We We're not gonna talk about Monopoly now.
That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal content right there. Let's keep this thing moving along. Hit that like button. If you have not done so, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Definitely hit the like button on the YouTube side, man, so we can get that push. Hit that retweet button over on the Twitter side, because Twitter does not push at all. That is the weird part about Twitter. We get a ton of people over there that watch and listen. I appreciate every one of you guys, but after the video's up, that's your views. Nobody's tapping in later. Nobody's rewatching, so we got to keep building up the audience. Let's keep this thing moving along, though, with the Josh Giddey edition.
Yeah.
Draft-wise, when you look at this Chicago Bulls team, where do you feel the Bulls now need to address the most? Because I think there was a lot of people that were looking at this team going, okay, maybe you need to go wing, definitely need to go big. But now with the addition of Josh Giddey, you kind of get a weird lineup, right? Your point guard is 6'8".